Alf, how are you? Today we've got two topics. We've got the hottest segment of trading cards, you could argue, not Pokemon cards. This might actually surprise you a little bit. We got the hottest segment in trading cards right now, just made a pretty huge announcement.
You take the card and put it in the sleeve.
And we've got a new twist on card shops coming your way soon. Before I dive in, huge thanks to today's video sponsor, Pristine Auctions, all the sports cards, non-sports cards, sports memorabilia, all the goodness over there. SCD promo code gives you $25 off your first auction victory over there at Pristine. There's live selling on YouTube. There is daily auctions, weekly auctions, the elite monthly auctions. Don't miss out and get some cool stuff over at Pristine. If you've never graded with PSA, or if you have, but you've got buddies that haven't graded with PSA yet, it's not getting any cheaper to grade cards these days. Take $25 off your first submission over there with the SCD25 promo code. One card minimum to try out PSA. Treat yourself. And of course, don't forget your SlabMags order. Get your best cards looking sharp and protect those autographs, protect the surface from UV rays. 10% off your entire order with the Sports Card Dad promo code. I'm one of the last ones on the internet that has the promo code Sports Card Dad. So what's been the hottest trading card, modern trading card in recent memory here? Of course, it's a debut patch auto, the Paul Skeens one-of-one that Dick's Sporting Goods ended up purchasing, believe it or not. And guess what just rolled out? Topps just announced that they're adding their patch program over to the WWE. It starts this weekend with WrestleMania 41. All of the wrestlers are going to have patches on their boots that are going to be removed later on. Make, yes, one-of-one autographed trading cards. This was reported by Collect.com. Shout out to Ben Burrows over there, who is out in front of this story. And he reports, beginning with Raw next Monday, all superstar wrestlers making their first main roster appearance at a Raw or SmackDown event will wear a main roster debut patch. Just like debut patches worn in MLB and MLS, these will be worn only one time, and then they will go into of course, the one-of-one auto cards. Same thing is going to happen in the NBA and the NFL, and these cards are going to be all the rage the same way that they are in the MLB. These cards, according to Fanatics, as Ben says, will feature an authentication hologram as well as the date and name of the featured event. Gone are the days where we are looking at all this player worn this or not associated with a game, event, or player or human being. An alien might have worn it on Mars, for all we know, for some of these patch cards. This is going to be the creme de la creme, and I think the hope is here. I understand you don't necessarily want to have tons of these different chase cards. You don't have too many because you want there to be a big chase for it, but I like the idea of having the date, when this player wore this patch. Having more information just adds to the story of the card. That is a good thing moving forward. As I've said, over the last 12 to 24 months, really, WWE cards have been absolutely red hot. My buddies Flippin' Steve and Neo and Michael Ham, they all collect wrestling cards. I'm not as big into wrestling. I want to be in it with them, but it's just not my thing, unfortunately. I do appreciate the nostalgia. I used to watch all the Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior, the Ric Flairs of the world, the Lex Lugers. Lex Luger or Lex Luthor? Lex Luger. Lex Luger. Goldberg. I remember all the wrestling stuff. And I've been to a couple of the events. They're electric. But the WWE, man, it is on fire. And the trading cards really have been too. Prism, the Prism Black one-of-ones, the Rock Autos that have come out. There's a lot going on in WWE. At the Fanatics Fest event last year, probably the biggest event that they had there, what did they call them? The installations, is where you could run out pretending like you're a WWE wrestler. They had a lot of the wrestlers there at that event, and they're going to do it again here coming up this summer. So that's going to be a big focus here. They recognize, I think Fanatics recognizes that this is a very popular sport, non-sport, whatever you want to call it. But here's the thing that I think is interesting about wrestling and wrestling cards. What Fanatics is trying to do is turn the casual sports fan of whatever that sport is and then turn them into a trading card collector, buyer, speculator, whatever. WWE does present a unique opportunity where you have a ton of casual and hardcore fans, and I think they do cross over easier to the trading cards, the memorabilia, the t-shirts, the merch, all the stuff. And so this, I think they're looking at as an opportunity. The debut patch thing, I think everywhere they have a license, they're going to introduce this, and it's going to be a thing. Will the Dick's Sporting Goods of the world, will these big corporations continue to buy these? Will Dick's buy more of these? Will there be other companies? Will other sports-focused companies buy? Will Reebok buy them? Will Nike buy them and put them in stores? Obviously, we're going to have to see how this plays out, and that, I think, is a perfect segue into topic number 2 of the video, card shops transforming. The thing that's really nice about today's hobby, man, is you can have kind of that smaller, more intimate card shop that is in your neighborhood that you enjoy going to, and you have that camaraderie. There's also some changes that are happening. We are seeing more and more investment into the retail card shop. Of course, Jeff Wilson's Cards HQ is there. Burbank is teamed up with Fanatics Collect, and Rob Veras over at Burbank on the West Coast is transforming into its own card shop too. It's going to be a futuristic card shop that is unlike anything else until people copy it, and there's more and more of them. Add in Card Vault by Tom Brady as another one of these companies, another one of these card shops that is not just looking to have a handful of these kind of luxury stores. Now, when I first saw this and when I heard back the feedback I got from Card Vault stores, those are more high-end stores, is what I heard, okay? So they have 4 locations. They just opened up the 4th location, which is the one that Tom Brady is attached to, and it's in East Rutherford, New Jersey. You know, it's next to the Giants, where the Giants play, ironically. But Darren Ravel of Collect.com did an interview with Chris Costa. Chris Costa, I think is his name. And he is one of the founders of this Card Vault. And he made mention in this video, I'll see if I can play a clip of it. It was on YouTube, that their goal is to open a new store every month for the foreseeable future.
The goal is a store a month. Until further notice.
Wow.
So a store a month until further notice, that's the goal. And it's putting card shops in the most iconic locations, venue adjacent to ballparks, arenas, stadiums, concert venues, retail meccas like this at American Dream. We want to bring the cards to the people.
That was news to me. I kind of thought that these would be kind of regional, you know, they're kind of more high end. And when you look at the store, it's got kind of like a big, cool, like vault thing. This is not an inexpensive store to set up. It looks like a premier card store. I don't know the square footage or any of that stuff, but it's a serious card store. There's investment put into it. And so what they want to do, what they were saying is they want to have these stores adjacent to stadiums. Basically kind of an extension of the fan experience. When you go to watch a game, I think their goal is to have a card vault, maybe not in every stadium, but also Tom Brady mentioned not just nationally or North America, but globally, they want to have these stores. So to me, this is not a, hey, Tom Brady's jumping in, they're going to have a handful of stores. This sounds to me like if all goes well, and this is kind of proof of concept and this business works, that they want to have, dozens and dozens of these across North America and worldwide. That's a lot different than I thought it was going to be. The other thing that kind of surprised me here too, when I saw Chris Costa was showing in the store the cards and the singles they were selling, there was a $30 to $200 range. So they're camped perfectly in that kind of lower to mid-end price point. And they're all graded cards, like $30 to $200, where people can walk in and it's not, breaking the bank, $5,000 cards everywhere. And you see kind of a similar type of game plan for a lot of card shops nationwide. Cards HQ, it's kind of similar. Do they have $1,000 cards in Cards HQ? Sure, they do, but they have more $50, $100 slabs, $200 slabs, and they're continuously always rotating them in and out. So card shops, I know a lot of people talk about, repackers need slabs, and all these different folks need slabs. Card show dealers need slabs. Well, who also is going to need a lot of these these $50 to $500 slabs? Card shops. Card shops are going to need a lot of these slabs if this continuously grows as Tom Brady and a lot of these guys want it to grow. This is a very interesting time in the trading card hobby. Will all of this work out the way that they've planned? Will it hit a snag? Will they have to readjust? It's going to be very interesting. What do you think about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. My friends, stay healthy, stay awesome, and I will talk to you again later.